killed him. So we're all disaster waiting to happen, honestly. Nigeria no happen to me. Nigeria no happen to me. Amen. But Nigeria is happening to us every now and then. It's just that some of us will never live to tell the story. Some of us are alive today talking about our experience, how Nigeria this, how Nigeria that. If you know what happened to me yesterday, my brother, if you see what happened to me last week, honestly, if I tell you what happened to me last night, you are alive to tell the story. Some are not that lucky. They are not. Like this Igboja guy, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He probably felt like the police are his friends. I mean, how else would you feel safe when you are entertaining police officers? They are meant to be your friends. They are meant to keep you safe. Then one of them just decided and cock his gun and shoot at you 8 times. Shoot to kill. They can't try to one twist and say, nah, accidental discharge. There's nothing called accidental discharge. If you cannot handle firearm, do not give the firearm to anyone who cannot handle firearm. If you are not trained to carry firearm, do not carry firearm because you can kill. That's not an accident. No, it's not an accident. They lured him into their midst and then they killed him. His family will never see him again. His children will never see him again. And he thought he was just doing his own legit work. Legit work. Oh. Last week, one of the lawyers to Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, released a video about the DSS, Dopemu Stupid Service, preventing him from seeing Mazi. And there is an alarm that maybe something has happened to him because the last time he saw him was in September. That's over a month ago. So why would they not let him see him? So DSS now said something later that, well, it was because that Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers filed a case against the judge that is handling his case to recuse herself. So because it has not been resolved because of that case, that is why they don't think Nnamdi Kanu should see his lawyer. But somehow the guy who is representing his constituency in Abia visited him and uploaded a picture by telling us that, oh, he's fine, it's this, is that, because after seeing the video himself, he had to go and beg the Speaker of the House of Representatives to please facilitate his meeting with Nnamdi Kanu, which he obliged him, and DSS honored that sort of a clearance, and he met with Nnamdi Kanu, which he sent us these pictures, right? This is the guy. So he showed us that Mazi is fine, according to him. And then there is a family member of Nnamdi Kanu who also visited him, that went with him. And according to him, he said they are working to have a political solution, something like that. So he's been one of those politicians demanding for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu as well. Give that to him. But 2 days ago, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Aloy Ejibako, released a statement in detail, replying the DSS of why they denied him his legal counsel visiting him. Here is a clip from that.
Distinguished members of the media, this brief press encounter by the members of the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the media people concerns primarily what happened yesterday at the Federal High Court. Yesterday, because of the serial and consistent disobedience of the orders of Justice Binta Montere Nyako regarding the council visitation to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Federal High Court Registrar issued a Form 49. A Form 49 is a notice issuing to the defaulter, to the contemnor, the person in contempt of court, the person disobeying the order, to come to court and show cause why he should not be committed to prison for disobedience of court order. This happened yesterday, and I shall release the transcript to the media after this press conference. Now, the idea we got, it is very self-evident that the DSS, the DG of the DSS, Mr. Adeola Oluwatoshi Ajayi, is not acting in vacuum. He's acting on the authority of an advice, legal advice rendered to him by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and their private lawyer, Ashewaju Adibwega Awomolo, SAL. That legal advice is this, that by virtue of the recusal of Justice Binta Nyako from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, all the orders she made in relation to that case are now null and void. They actually took a step by filing a court process at the Court of Appeal stating the same thing, that all the orders issuing from Justice Binta Nyako are now null and void. Evidently, that legal advice has not been retracted, and that is why the new DG of DSS, Mr. Ajayi, is refusing us, lawyers Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from having any visitation whatsoever with him as ordered by the court. You will recall that Justice Binta Nyako ordered that counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the legal team, should be given a 3-day visitation regimen every week, which are supposed to be on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But since 27 September, and pursuant or after the recusal of Justice Binta Nyako, DSS has consistently refused us entrance into the facility to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And in fact, on 23rd, which was on Wednesday, we were barricaded. We were stopped at the very first gate of DSS from even going inside. This is a travesty of justice. When you disobey the order of court, no court should take it lying low. And this was why the Registrar of the Federal High Court issued that notice to Mr. Ajayi yesterday. Now, let me say this. When they filed this legal process in court, seeking to nullify all the orders issuing for Justice Binta Nyako, we did not go to sleep. We also filed a counter process in response, stating to the court that if in fact the orders issued by Justice Nyako are now null and void, then that must include, as a matter of logic, it must include the very order she issued, which was the first one that led to the remand and detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So if the government is now arguing that the order of visitation is no longer valid by virtue of that recusal, then the order of detention shall also not be valid. This is our argument. So we use this opportunity to make the point that this continuing misconduct by the DSS, which is unconstitutional, is the number one thing that is complicating the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they so much desire. Pray, how can you try a man? How can you subject a man to trial for capital offenses when you do not allow his lawyers to see him? This is why we're opposed to trial. But they make it look like we are unwilling to stand trial. No, we are not. We are willing, but the constitutional considerations or constitutional conditions, requirements before a trial can ensue must be present. And the most important one, and which is overriding, is our client's right to fair trial. You cannot have fair trial in the absence of lawyers having access to the defendant to prepare him for trial. So this notice that was issued yesterday has become the climax of this serial contempt of orders of court by the DSS. And we don't think, and we never expected, that the new director, a well-educated man like Mr. Ajayi, which I understand to be a lawyer, should inherit the whatever bad legacy that was left at that DSS by the predecessor, by the departing DG, Bichi. So we expected him to act better and to act within the confines of the law. So this is why
the lawless country would never act better or act within the confines of the law. That is too much asks, so to say. So I just thought I should remind them of that. So the Dokwemu Stupid Service is playing the same card that is being dealt them from the Office of the Attorney General of Nigeria. It is all within the old place. And I'll keep reminding you, if anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu in that place, Tifnubu should be held responsible for it. It is no longer Bukwari, it is now Tifnubu's responsibility. All right? So they are the ones, because he has to keep him there so as to placate those who wanted to keep him as a trophy. In other words, as well, those who are cashing out for keeping him, making so much money from keeping him, they would want to probably keep him forever, but they can't keep him forever. Yeah. So that's from that. Peter Obi was on his thank you tour. He called it thank you tour. He was in Liverpool the other day. Now he's in the US, in America. He was in California. I think it was 2 days ago or yesterday. No, I think it was yesterday. Then he was in Georgia. Same yesterday, I believe. 2 days ago and yesterday. Doesn't matter. So from California's California meeting, Peter Obi and the obedient in America.
Most sincerely, I apologize to you. I will start late because of him. But it's not you that, so let me take it out. First, let me start by number one, gratitude to Almighty God that made it possible for all of us to be here. Number two, gratitude to those of you who put this together. And gratitude to those of you who, of course, being busy, stop being part of this Nigerian story. Because sometimes you are still come out and say, okay, let's just go and know what this is about. Yeah, again. So I think it is not easy to listen to that of story Pastor started with. We are only to be there. I met somebody today who told me that since he was born, I never had anything I was born 90 something. Every day he wants to go to things to get back so that he doesn't think he will ever get back. And I said, well, he will get back. Finally, then, that's true that he went to the election. I've only one pose of comment. So I appreciate you. Appreciate your effort. We politicians are fond of never going back, either we win or lose. To get people to say, thank you for supporting us. It is very good. But I have to say, no, we'll come back and say thank you. Because without you, whatever they were able to achieve can also be reversed. Because Nigeria has what can make it reverse. I see it every day. I feel it every day. It's the same thing. People can tell me anything. Africa as a whole have far more potential than anywhere in the surface of the earth. The only thing they require is leadership. Entire Africa. Nigeria in particular have what it takes to become what it used to be. I was telling the young man I was traveling today with, I said, soon after the formation of BRICS, when the BRICS was formed, soon after the formation of BRICS, within the first 5 years, an economist thought about the mint nations. He said they were soon for the BRICS. That mint nation were Mexico, Indonesia, Nigeria, and Turkey. People don't even know the such a thing existed. And they were at this apart. Today, the other countries have become high in measurements of development. They're still low. And we're now going to lots of things and everything. Nigeria started well, with all the good intentions. Today we're talking about fuel scarcity, fuel costing too much, not having a refinery not working. Nigeria built its first refinery within 6 years of discovering oil. Go and check, most nations didn't do that. Countries like Vietnam and everything just built refineries a few years ago. Ours was started that. We're talking about power. The first time Nigeria borrowed money as a country was by Tafa Balewa in the early 60s. World Bank, go and read the World Bank report, it's there. He borrowed money to build the Kainji Dam. Kainji Dam is still there. Go and read the World Bank report. It says this is the country of the future. Say with most sincerely, I confess to you that we started late because
He was in Georgia too. And this is what happened there.
let me borrow our kind word of chairman of the association and chairman of 2022 occasion, chairman today, and organizers. Let me very respectfully stand up all protocols very respectfully and duly observed. I know for the organizers, I must thank you especially. You've been working so hard. Everything. And since today, when I arrived at Atlanta, it's been one event after the other. I was a little surprised that some people are still with this source of people here today, because I thought maybe by the time we finish all those meetings, we won't be able to see anybody in the hall again. So I was surprised. And when somebody said to me, oh, they are still coming, I said, no, let's start. And last night in LA, when we finished, some people were still coming. I said to them, no problem, I'm still here and they're waiting. So let's start. My purpose of coming here today is very, very simple. And it's just to sincerely say thank you to those that organized our event in 2022 and those who were Then, those who attended, it is rare for us politicians, when we are campaigning, to go back and say thank you after we have won or lost the election. I just came to say thank you. Nothing else.
He was there to say thank you. He's on a thank you tour, where he said other things too, by the way. Right. So we are rounding it up this evening. I came across the testimony of Doyin Okuigbe, the man that was once the darling of the obedient until he unraveled, and they now called him a mole within their midst. And finally, he's going back to where he belongs. He was giving a testimony of how he sheathed death. Yeah, he had the cancer. God cured him, not the doctors. Because prostate cancer kills men a lot, but he got cured by God, and all the glory goes to that God.
And if you looked at it properly, each stripe he had led to bloodshed. So it was the blood that was shed by his stripes that heals us. You are the Lord that heals me. You are the Lord, my healer. You sent your word and it healed my disease. You are the Lord. Finally, let me tell you. There's nothing on this earth, not even death, that can shake my heart about the veracity and efficacy of the name and the blood of Jesus. Nothing. Not even the threat of death. Nothing. By the way, let me tell you, this is my second cancer. I had cancer of the prostate, a major male killer, 16 years ago. Today, I am completely free of cancer. Our greatest fear, our greatest problem here, ladies and gentlemen, is fear. Two things, just one more minute. Two things. We must, as Christians, apart from dancing, praising, and worshiping, the Bible you hold, you've got to find a way to believe it in totality. You have to believe it like a fanatic. There's nothing in it that is not correct. You just believe the Bible 100,000%, and you will benefit from it. I praise the Almighty God.
Is a doctor or was a doctor. Just don't know which one we should use now. All right. But there are many like that, right? They will they will go on and do chemo. They'll go to the hospital when they have problems, okay? And they will get cured and get that. Then they will go back to church or go back to mosque and tell you that it is and okay, I don't want to go into argument with religious people right now. But it is a Nigerian thing, sure you get. So instead of them to just say, yeah, my doctors did everything, and I give glory to, I thank all my doctors, and I thank God for using them to cure me. No, they won't say that. They will say that it is the Bible. It is Allah. It is that Jesus, this and that. It's a Nigerian thing. You get what I mean? But when they have this cancer, they won't go to their pastors or what have you. They will go to the hospital. Some of them will go to their pastors, always die, by the way. Well, again, I don't want to go to argument with them because they'll be like, you don't know. See, my pastor killed Egi. We'll leave on like that. So that